Happy Wednesday. I'm Brad Levitt with a quick look at your traffic conditions. As you're heading to the Smoky Mountains, we're going to find all the usual slowdowns in Knoxville. And if you're coming up from Atlanta, of course, in Atlanta and Chattanooga. But most of that is what you might come to expect as you're heading to the Smoky Mountains. Just allow some extra time. And that does include any weather delays that may happen, especially coming from the north. We'll find some slowdowns near the Tennessee-North Carolina border as they still wrap up some construction in that area. And that's going to be anytime between now and the end of the week. And that could be ongoing for a little while as well, off and on. We have construction here in Sevier County as well, and that does include 416, and they're still working on a rock slide in that area. That's a look at traffic. Let's check in now with Kira and Savannah.
Good morning, it's Kira with Morning in the Mountains, and today I'm here with Debbie, and we just took a tour with Rocky Top Tours where Jim was our driver. And Debbie, what did you think about the tour?
Very interesting, very nice. Enjoyed going up the mountains, the beautiful colors of the scenery of fall.
What was your favorite part?
Seeing the bears. We saw Mama Bear and 3 baby bears on the side of the road.
We caused a bear jam too.
Bear jam, exactly.
There were cars
yes,
stopped everywhere.
Everywhere, exactly. Yes, ma'am.
Now, where'd you come from, Debbie?
Thibodeau, Louisiana.
Thibodeau, Louisiana.
An hour south of New Orleans.
Wow. So
Yes.
did you drive here?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow,
We
that's-
stay in a week. Yes, ma'am.
So you get to do a lot of fun stuff here in the Smoky Mountains and
ma'am.
explore it. Well, I'm glad we got to take this tour with Rocky Top Tours. I'm glad I got to meet you. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you.
Now-
Enjoying it.
Oh yeah. Now back to you guys.
Whether you've had an automobile accident or someone in your family has been affected by another person's negligence, your case deserves to be heard. Marcos Garza will fight for your rights. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Live channel. Hi, Frank Murphy here. Rich Haley filling in for Robert Ownby this week. Jim Johnson is here. Brad Levitt is here. We're another day closer to further from Jim's birthday, closer to Brad's birthday,
Yes.
is what I meant to say. And we're also only a week away and a week from tonight is one of my favorite days because as a kid growing up in New York, today would be Inflation Day. A week from today would be Inflation Day for the parade, Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. So I'm already totally in Thanksgiving mindset.
Yes,
I know, because it's still a week away. And it was Franklin Roosevelt who wanted it to be on the 3rd Thursday. But the people said, no, it needs to be on the 4th Thursday. I looked it up.
Oh, good.
Because I had it messed up one of the times we talked last week.
This is a good time for people to go out and buy the supplies for next week because people aren't getting crazy yet. You wait till this weekend and it's going to wear you out.
That's good advice.
How many times Thanksgiving and you're like, you didn't get the turkey? I didn't get the turkey.
No, you're right. No, my wife and I usually do plan ahead on that. That's good.
Yeah,
I gotta
gotta
do it.
do
And
it.
you too?
Do it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. No, I know not some people, like my mom is at the point now where, she's in her 80s. She's like, forget it. I'm just going to a restaurant.
It is easier.
On some of the big holidays, she goes to, like Easter and Thanksgiving, she'll occasionally just go to a restaurant.
Do any of you remember Helma's restaurant on on Asheville Highway?
Helma's.
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah.
The most awesome Thanksgiving Day meal. It was served as a buffet, and she must have prepped at least 100 turkeys every Thanksgiving.
Wow.
All the trimmings, all the fixings, and you didn't have to do a dish, and you didn't have to do any cooking.
What about leftovers, though? I mean, to me, the hassle of cooking, even when it's just my wife and me, we have done 2 people Thanksgivings many years, where it's just the 2 of us, and now this year at least Frank Jr. is coming down, so it'll be the 3 of us. To me, the hassle is worth it to have the leftovers for the next few days.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Turkey sandwiches, turkey omelets, turkey lasagna.
Boom.
I've heard people do
Keep
that.
going.
I've never done it.
All the
but people
above.
say
Yep.
that.
All of the above. Well, we probably should save some of this to talk for next week, but we are planning, I guess it is time to start planning your trip to the Smokies for Thanksgiving, right, Brad?
If you're planning to be here or have made your plans, you probably should have already made them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it does get busy.
Oh, you mean like your room and cabin reservation?
Right, yes, in your reservation. So hopefully you've done that. If not, there can be some last-minute deals out there.
Okay.
So you just have to shop around very carefully, though. But we're going to talk about restaurants, speaking of that, a little bit more. And I know we'll talk more when Amanda Marr is here on Friday.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Ask Frank Live. But Sevierville received some national recognition about being a food hotspot.
Oh, I saw this article. This was good.
USA Today's 10 Best section named 10 what they thought were the best food stops in Sevierville. And we'll talk about just a few of them.
There's one that I have regretted not going to yet because I've driven past it. It's the barbecue place. There's like this tour bus out there.
Oh, yeah.
It's what, Tony Gore?
Yeah.
That sound
That's
right?
a big name. And
He's on the 10 best list, I think.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
I need to go there now.
Good stuff there. Good stuff. Yeah, I live right across the street from it.
we just need to go. We need to have him on the show. Maybe he'll bring some barbecue.
All right.
Now, you know who else got a shout out?
Who?
Courthouse Donuts.
That place
downtown.
is great too. That's the other place. That's, I think, of all of the whole list of the 10, that's the one I've been to.
I've been there.
Yes.
Well, some of them are new. Some of them opened this year. You've been to, yeah.
The courthouse, yeah.
Courthouse Donuts is amazing.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Who wants to volunteer to bring us Courthouse Donuts now? Okay.
Yeah.
Come on. Somebody out there. Bring me
I
in.
know somebody will.
We're here in the mornings.
Great, and you can decorate them to your heart's content.
If I got out of bed about half an hour earlier, I could bring them.
I'll be same
my
here.
way.
We've got quite a drive. It's kind of hard for us
Yeah,
to
I'm
do
just,
extra 30 minutes
Yeah,
early.
right. I don't know. All right.
Gray's Burgers is another place.
Where's that?
That is.
Is that in the downtown area also?
I
don't stress over it. I'm sorry if you don't know. Off the top of your
Yes,
head.
it is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
They have brought new life to Sevierville's former post office. It was an old post office by offering natural grass-fed beef burgers, hand-cut fries, soups, salads, and shakes alongside a wide selection of wines, cocktails, and local craft beers. And Gray's is a family-friendly place, has plenty of seating available, and offers live music out on their patio, and that's pretty regularly.
And each table has its own address. That's how the
Right, yes.
wait staff knows where to deliver your
Who's
food.
that?
That's good. And we did talk about Tony Gore's Smoky Mountain Barbecue and Grill.
I need to go there. I've driven by it so many times and seen the crowds, and I've thought, well, I'm always the time I'm driving by is when I'm on the wrong side of the road. When I'm on the correct side of the road, it's too early in the morning.
Too early there and open.
When I'm on the wrong side of the road, it's like, oh, how do I got to plan ahead next time.
Another place I've been to is Healthy Balanced Meals.
Yes.
And they have been here in the building in the past. One of downtown Sevierville's oldest restaurants, run by a mother and son duo. And Healthy Balanced Meals offers both hot lunches and early dinners, as well as previously prepped and frozen entrees. And you can have that sent to your workplace or get it for your workplace.
So if you're coming to the Smoky Mountains on vacation, and you want to binge and have some of the delicious food we just described, like donuts and ribs, but you can also eat healthy while you're here. That's good planning. Yeah.
That's good.
And one more before we talk about tickets, the Diner on 66.
That's a lot of fun. I enjoyed
yes.
that place.
Yeah.
I've
They've
been
car
there
shows too.
quite a few times.
And locally owned. It's Sevierville's Highway 66 serves up America fare in traditional diner setting, complete with stainless steel siding and retro red and white booths.
What I like about it is the locals generally eat at the non-chain restaurants because and the tourists generally eat at the chain restaurants because you want to go, oh, hey, I know TGI Fridays, I know I like it, or I know Texas Roadhouse, I know I like it, but the lines are unbelievable.
Right.
So maybe, pay attention to some of this stuff. That's why we're here on Mountain Fun Life, to give you an insider's perspective of the Smoky Mountain region. We're also here to save you money on tickets because we are connected, we are hooked up. Karina has worked the tourism industry in this area forever, and she gets the deals and passes the savings along to you. Call 865-978-1152 and tell us what it is you want to do. You might even be talking to Karina herself. Do you want to go out? Do you want to go skiing? Do you want to go ziplining? Do you want to go watch a comedy show? What do you want? Tell us and we'll find you a deal at Mountain Fun Life Best Deals. 865-978-1152. More information on that is coming up in the show. Meanwhile, we'll be back with more. We got interviews, we got sports, we got more news, we got fun and activities And I think we also have nap time on today's show.
Nap time.
Yeah,
That would be
that's
good.
coming up. And so, just kidding. Rich Haley, Jim Johnson, Brad Lovett, I'm Frank Murphy. We'll be back with more. And if you do see us spread our mats out, then you'll know you can pause the show.
Favorite part of kindergarten? Nap time.
Yeah.
You've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. You have to carefully monitor your health for the rest of your life, and you have an increased risk of developing cardiovascular disease.
Cut.
Type 2, take 2.
Action.
You've been diagnosed with a new purpose, to fight for the amazing life you made for yourself, to look that risk of heart disease square in the face and say, no, not me. You've been given a new opportunity to live. Get started at nodiabetesbyheart.org.
You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. Hi, Frank Murphy here, and today we welcome Sandra Sudduth, who is with Rocky Top Canine, who will help us teach our dogs to behave.
Right. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, we're delighted that you're here, Sandra. So, in and around East Tennessee, it's a very dog-friendly area.
It is.
You know, Knoxville, the big city to our east, has gone out of its way to make itself dog-friendly. And I think parts of the Smoky Mountains communities, you know, you see hotels that welcome dogs and so on. Because when you visit on vacation, you want to bring the whole family, not not the whole family minus one.
Right, that's right. It is. And so so many people have dogs now.
Yeah.
And if you look around the opportunity, people want to take their dogs places.
Yeah.
But
so when you're taking your dog and you've got the car carrier and you get to, well, let's just say for those of us who live locally, you want to be able to just have a nice experience with your dog. What's the first step in teaching a dog to behave?
Well, so that's right. So a dog can live, depending on the size, you know, you've got a lot of years. So you can have a lot of bad years or you can have a lot of good years.
Yeah.
So when you first get a dog, if it's a puppy, it's important to socialize the puppy.
Oh, yeah.
And that means not just letting people pet the dog, but taking it around to different places so it gets the exposure.
What do you do? You just put a label on it that says service dog?
No, no, take it to
That's a joke.
Take it to the park.
Yeah.
Take it with you to any of the dog-friendly
Yeah.
stores. Take it out in the yard.
Sure.
Let people pet it. Take it to the vet. And so that's the beginning of it. And
Yes.
then when obedience training doesn't typically start until they're at least 5 months old.
Okay.
At 5 months old, most dogs start having the mental ability to take on learning.
Because that first 5 months, you're still working on housebreaking and potty training or whatever you call it, you know.
That's right. And it's just all socialization.
Yeah.
The dog is getting used to its new pack.
Yes.
Because, you know, at the beginning, when a dog is born, it's part of a pack. And they start learning from day one where they are going to be in that pack. And so
Are they the alpha or not?
That's right. It's a struggle from the day one. How are they going to fit? And then when they get to a certain age, they're taken from that pack and they're put into a new pack.
Ah.
So now the process starts again.
Okay, let me ask you. I've got some friends, and I don't know if they're right or wrong, but they make a point of saying that they want to be the alpha dog in their pack, in their family. So they make sure that the poor dog, I would go visit them, and the poor dog has to sit there and watch the human eat dinner before the dog gets fed, because this guy was telling me, no, this is how I train.
No, that is absolutely true.
What?
On any
All right, I'm glad I kept my mouth shut. I could have.
No, that is absolutely the truth, and that's the key, is establishing yourself as the alpha, as the leader.
Yeah.
And so with our training, how we do is we train dogs, but we teach the owners, because that's where the success lies.
Bingo.
I could train your dog for me,
Yeah.
but I also need to teach you to train your dog so he or
Exactly.
she listens to you.
Right.
Because as the leader, your dog is going to look up to you, is going to respect you, it's going to trust you.
Yeah.
You're going to trust your dog, and so it's like a cycle. They're going to listen to what you say out of respect as you being the leader.
Now, Sandra, do you have favorite breeds? I noticed you brought one of yours. Was that a Doberman I saw
It is.
in the hallway?
Well, I have to say Dobermans are my favorite.
What is his or her name?
It's Kobe.
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 Boy or
Yeah,
girl?
It's a boy.
Yeah.
So he's Kobe is the reason Rocky Top actually began.
All right, which is your company, Rocky Top Canine.
That's right. I got him, and I wanted him to be special, so I seeked out.
You sought
professional training. Yeah, professional training, which is how I met Scotty Green, who's my partner in this business.
Excellent.
And everywhere, and then I have Maya, which is my second Doberman.
Oh.
And with training a dog, it's not just a one and done, it's a continual effort. You have to continually do this to keep their skills on track.
Do you ever consider show dogs or competition, that kind of thing? Is that another level?
It's another level.
Because you're talking about day-to-day living for those of us who just want to have a nice, peaceful existence with our dog and have the dog obey.
That's right.
Okay.
So that's a whole different level, and that's a lot of time and dedication.
Oh yeah, my friend Sandy is all into that stuff.
Right. It's a dedication just to do the basic obedience or the advanced obedience for our day-to-day living. But the show dog is something.
It's funny that her name is Sandy, your name is Sandra.
Right.
But yeah, she's all into Siberian Huskies,
Okay.
and she breeds them and trains them and shows them and everything.
Right.
Yeah. Oh wow, what a commitment.
Oh, it is. It is. Well, and just with training my dogs, as I'm going out to the different locations and just practicing their obedience, and I was continually asked, "Are you a dog trainer?" And I kept saying no, I was referring them to Scotty, and then one day I just said, well, why not?
You're now a dog trainer.
Why not? Well, you know, it's and so Scotty and I got together and we started Rocky Top.
So you had to learn how to become a true dog trainer from Scotty.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from him, but and just in practice. Now I've been training my dogs my whole life.
Sure.
But this just took it to a different level. The philosophy and the way that we train.
Well, before Kobe, and who did you have? Also Dobermans?
I did. I've had Dobermans. I've had blue heelers. I've had.
What's a blue heeler?
They're a hunting dog.
Okay.
I've had mutts. You name it. I've had a Siberian Husky.
Oh, did you have a doodle?
I did not have a doodle.
What is the story with doodles? So, everyone's got doodles.
Right, so doodle is the craze now. So a doodle is whatever you have mixed with a poodle. So you can have we have a Pyredoodle right now, which is the cross between a Pyrenees and a poodle.
It just be oodle? Because there's only one D in poodle. So wouldn't it be a Pyrenees and a poodle would be a Peroodle?
Yeah, well, that's a Pyredoodle.
A Pyredoodle is what it should be, because I think the D in Labradoodle comes from Labrador, so if there's no Labrador, it would only be Oodle. I am going to have to write. Who do I contact? Get the New York Times on the phone. I'm calling that crossword puzzle guy, and I'm calling everybody.
Yeah, they just call me up and they say, I have a double doodle, and I have a...
I realize that's what that actually is usage. Okay.
Right.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, Sandra Sutta. Thank you so much for coming and telling us about Rocky Top Canine. What's the best way for us to find you?
Go to our website, www.rockytopcanine.com, and you can link there to our Facebook, our YouTube, our phone number. So if you are a local here, we can help you. If you're a visitor, we can help you. We have board and train programs. We have day camps.
And lots of pictures of Kobe on your Facebook page, I saw.
Yeah, we have lots of pictures of dogs, yes.
All right. Well, I appreciate you visiting us.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. I'm Frank Murphy, and we'll be right back with more after this.
Parrot Mountain. This attraction has it all, whether you're 2 years old or 90 years young, with hundreds of beautiful tropical birds and thousands of flowers, plants, and trees. Folks who visited our park have said, I've never seen this many birds in one place. This must be what the Garden of Eden was like. The most beautiful and peaceful place I have ever been. These gardens rival the best. The best value in the Smokies. You'll want to visit Parrot Mountain and Gardens. Call or visit us online. We'll see you there.
Right the board.
Here's a look at your forecast here on Morning in the Mountains as we look at partly sunny skies today for the most part, and temperatures right around 60, and we'll have lows in the upper 30s, low 40s tonight, and that depends where you are in the Smoky Mountains, and of course allow for some temperatures dropping as you're heading up to the higher elevations depending on where you may be staying this week. Looking ahead, we're going to be right around the upper 50 mark all week and weekend long, and we don't quite have a peek into Thanksgiving just yet, but more of the same is more likely than not. I'm Brad Lovett. Now more of the show. Good morning. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Live channel. My name is Brad Lovett. I have got Rich Haley standing by with a look at sports, and Rick Barnes, another year with different players.
Yes.
And we'll see how things go this year. But what's happening tonight or this week?
The Vols have got off to a great start, and tonight they will be taking on the Alabama State Hornets, and that will be here in Thompson Bowling Arena starting at 7 p.m. So that'll be a fun game to watch. Shouldn't be too much of a challenge for the Vols. The biggest question is how will they react after the big game against Murray State last week. So we'll see how well Coach Barnes has them ready to play, and we'll just kind of see what happens.
That sounds good. So we have that going on, and we have more sports going on the rest of the week, and I know we're looking forward to this weekend as well.
Yes, Missouri. This is, if the Vols win at Missouri, then they are bowl eligible for the first time in years. Missouri started off the season hot, and we'll talk about this more on Friday, but they've had some troubles here recently, but they're a really good home team, and we have to go up there to play them. So we'll talk about that on Friday.
All right, that sounds good. And that's our look at sports. For Rich Haley, I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Live channel.
Parrot Mountain. This attraction has it all, whether you're 2 years old or 90 years young, with hundreds of beautiful tropical birds and thousands of flowers, plants, and trees. Folks who visited our park have said, "I've never seen this many birds in one place. This must be what the Garden of Eden was like. The most beautiful and peaceful place I have ever been. These gardens rival the best. The best value in the Smokies. You'll want to visit Parrot Mountain and Gardens. Call or visit us online. We'll see you there."
Spread the word.
It is Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Live channel. Hi, Frank Murphy here, and we made it through the Ides of the Week, Jim.
We did.
You tickled me with that. Rich Haley is filling in for Robert Owenby. Brad Lovett, thank you for all the great news and updates. And then tomorrow, as we get into our Friday Eve show, we got some stuff to cover on tomorrow's program, too. Like tomorrow, you got to tell us about this traffic ticket thing or parking ticket thing.
Oh, that was fun.
All right. I want to hear that. Maybe we'll put the picture on the screen too, if that's all right. Yeah.
So send it over to Hunter. I'm sure he can.
Anything else we got for tomorrow, Brad?
We're going to talk about the island in Pigeon Forge. They're having their big tree lighting this weekend.
Excellent. Oh yeah. It is that time of year. It is. We're getting a week before Thanksgiving. It is time to do tree lighting. I think tomorrow, the day before Thanksgiving, has always been, in my recollection, the Great American Smokeout. So if you're still smoking, tomorrow is a day where the American Cancer Society says stop smoking for just one day. If you can do it for one day, and it's always 1 week before Thanksgiving, so therefore tomorrow, maybe you can do it for 2 days. So you got to start somewhere. So tomorrow, see if you can give up smoking for just tomorrow. All right? Cool. All right. Thanks for watching. We're Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Live channel, and we'll be back with you tomorrow. Facebook, Roku, YouTube. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing. Have a great Ides of the Week.